can I also say how much I love, what is that, the guitar pick in Fail Big that you added?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like, dum, 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 dum,
like
dum, dum, dum. I don't know,
and it's
so simple, but I'm just like, fuck, that feels good. It like gives it such a forward momentum.
Forward momentum.
Forward momentum. That's...
When I was a boy, the kids used to call me Stupid Steve. Even when I was listening to it the first time, I've always envisioned it with a full sound, essentially the way we're getting to realize it now. And there's times when I'm working on this that I'm really thinking about, oh man, it'd be great if it was a 10-piece band. Like, and that's really the extent of what as big as, because you just don't have 40-piece orchestras in musicals anymore. But for this, even having a 5-piece band and having all the musicians get to double a little bit is just, it fills out the sound, and I think it does justice for what a lot of these songs were trying to be. And I don't think they failed before, it's just that now they're getting to be heard in the way that I've always envisioned them being heard. Everything on the line, it's the one time I don't make a copy, soon the world will find out and know me by name as Stupid Steve. And at first, because all of these, when I started to orchestrate, was all right, well, we had this, and I obviously have we made the demo cast recording, so I have all of the tracks and all the files and all the projects from making the demos. So I had just the piano and Max, essentially, for the beginning of this song. Too long, I've been here too long, I can't but this was one that I was like, I don't want to start playing, because so many of these I was like, well, it starts with me. Especially if you're thinking about all of the songs throughout the show, it's how can we make them more interesting? How can we vary up all of our ballads, right? If we have 4 ballads in the show, they all can't start the same. They all can't be... Great, this is fun. We need to, especially with a 5-piece band, we have so many more tools to use. So this is one of those that went from... Let me find that old recording. This... So slow. Which is fine, to now the beginning is a clarinet solo with drums and cello and things on it. Anyway, then the verses become, we've been here too long, I can't concede, which is really refreshing after all of this like guitar and strings and obviously it's not, it'll be a solo cello. And then we just get drums and piano. Been here too long, I can't concede, yet you've become my beacon of hope. This transition, as it sits, is fine. It's a little awkward, but like this is the end of the chorus going into the second verse. I need you, I need you, I need you, and you need a shower. So we need to change keys, because men and women sing in different keys. I used to think love was which is fine. It's just a really direct modulation to what we need to go to. But when I sat down to think, okay, great, how does a band help us clean that sound and help us really move momentum forward faster? It became this, and I was like, let's add a little flute transition that mirrors the beginning and then moves us forward. Need a shower.
I think my favorite one in that is the I need you now, like Les Mis needs to cut an hour, and that one gets a laugh every time, or a groan. People who are really into Les Mis are like, boo!